Welcome back to the control pod.
Yay!
We need to get like a intro song, I
No,
reckon.
that's it. Yay!
Yay!
How are we, guys?
Good. Just want to preface, I think I have some ulcers in my mouth, so if I sound like I have a lisp today, that is why. It hurts to like close my mouth down, so I feel like I'm having to. Yeah. Anyway, I'm in the hurt locker.
Send help for Jadyn.
Send help. We had a great day. How are you?
I'm good. It's been a different type of day to what it would normally would be. We, for the first time, did our first official team huddle. So a good long 4 hours of our day was dedicated to this huddle, which was so exciting.
Very necessary. I think very, very necessary to realign and make sure that we're staying ahead of the game. Also trying to reiterate on a lot of our clients. I think when we definitely started the business, we were just like go. It's like minimum viable product. What can we get out? What are the content pieces that we understand and what are we good at? And how can we get that across for other people's businesses? And then I think we've started to realize I guess as we've released the most recent pod where it was just the two of us, that we felt that the performance wasn't warranting sort of what we were creating. So how can we sort of pivot and actually play to the algorithm, but also just show that we're worth what we're worth.
Yeah, 100%. Well, I think at the end of the day, we have to do some sort of step of reflection, growth, understanding, working towards a certain thing. Otherwise, the business will never grow. And that means we'll never be able to get clients who will need that sort of analysis in the future as well. So I think it's important to implement that for our clients. They deserve it because obviously, you know, we do so much work into filming. And if it's not performing, how can we make it perform? So very good reflectional moment for us in that last pod we had. And then obviously coming into this week, we were able to have a very clear understanding of what we were going to implement and do. And we did that today, which with our editor, Sarah, and the three of us all together. And it was a really great
Alisha delivered an
day.
awesome pitch and awesome template and rundown, and we appreciate all the work that she does behind the scenes because without her, there's no control and there's no ability for me to execute. I'd probably just rock up to shoots and not really know what I'm doing and spend more time just at the shoot day and having to scramble for edits. So thank you, Alisha.
No problem. But in regards to what the huddle was about, Jane, do you want to? Based on
Yeah,
the fact that
sure.
you got to like
Oh,
listen more than
jeez,
watch.
you're testing my listening abilities here. So we essentially picked one of our clients to do a deep dive into. So I had to sort of look at what was working, what wasn't working, what could we improve, what did we want to get rid of, but more importantly, have a look at where, like, who else is occupying the space that this person is in as well, and what are they doing that's successful. And I think with social media and with business in general, like taking inspiration from a lot of other people is so common as well. And that was the main purpose for today, just making sure we had a really thorough overview and looking at sort of the evolution of our content too. Like for this client in particular, I feel like, yeah, there was a period where like things weren't going too well shooting wise, and you could definitely see where the experimental phases were, like whether Sarah just come on board or whether it was me just trying to experiment with different editing platforms, bit of color grading. You could definitely tell, and we're very grateful to see that this client has been very trusting with us and has ridden every high, every low with us as well. So yeah, very good meeting, and had some time to share some editing and also some collaborative work with Sarah towards the end as well.
Pretty
So
good
pretty good
analysis.
analysis. Did I miss anything?
We went through competitors.
Yes, I did
Yeah,
mention
you
that.
did mention that. So
Yeah.
I think that was a really important part is making sure that we ground ourselves on who are the other competitors for this client in their industry. And are they also doing content? If they are, what is their content like?
Mm.
And it was really reassuring in some way to look through other clients, other competitors of our clients as well, because you got to see the difference in style of content, but also in what was working for them, but also what they weren't doing that we were doing. So it's a matter of like us just keep going with what we're doing, but just making sure the video structure and whether the scripting or the hook or the style of the way that's filmed can change. But the editing, I think, is awesome. I think it's clean cut. I don't think any other business is doing it. So that was really reassuring, I think, for me to even like research and look into. And obviously, yeah, very interesting to see what every other competitor's doing. And, you know, at the end of the day, sometimes simple is more. I think that was a big takeaway from today's session.
Absolutely, yeah, for sure. I mean, we've touched on this in quite a few pods now where it's like, you put so much effort into camera content only for it to, rack in 500 odd views, and you're
Yeah.
just there like, okay,
Sick.
stab in the heart, but that's all good. But no, I think it's just about matter of putting your ego aside and just seeing where you can keep improving, and knowing that this is our first time doing it too, so trying to improve upon there.
Well, how do you feel after that session? Do you feel like it was very collaborative? Do you feel like we missed anything? Could we have done something better
Mm, I mean, it's all very fresh, so it probably won't hit me until maybe something
later?
does pop up. But I thought it was quite thorough. Spent a good chunk of time doing that analysis as well. I feel like I wish there was maybe more of that time. I think with a lot of our clients, it's like, oh, we want content. We're like, okay, sweet, let's do it, and then we're just sort of calibrating and refiguring it out. Whereas I know, I guess, a lot of branding, or marketing agencies, or people, people who put together brand guidelines, they take like what, 3 to 6 months of research and analyzing and everything. But I'm just like, I like how we're go go go, and people trust that we can adapt and find what works with them as well. So I don't know. I'm in two minds about it too. It's like, yes, I'd love to be able to sit down and do this all at the beginning, but then you put all that work in. What if it doesn't work? You
Yeah,
know,
you have to adjust
it,
anyway.
yeah, you have to do the thing to figure out what works.
I mean, I think it's good to do a competitor review prior to the client filming. If we have more time and look back and reflecting on what we could have done better, I think onboarding a client, we should be able to do at least a competitor review, because that realistically doesn't take that much time to actually
Mm,
create. And look, you spend a maximum of 3 really strengthening hours of just concentrating on videos, which is like an educated doom scroll almost. But you're really thinking about what is it that's making these videos perform,
definitely.
right?
Yep.
And then you're just recording that information and noting it. So it's not something that's like super like takes 1 month to do. Like it can get done pretty quickly, and I think that is like almost like the bare minimum.
Mm.
Like, can we at least do that for our onboarding clients? And then like you do a yearly review after that, and
Even with the fast-paced nature of social media, I wouldn't even be opposed to like quarterly or
it's a lot
or
quarterly though
six
with
months.
how many clients you
I
have.
think quarterly is something where you charge a premium potentially for that to happen, because I think like social media changes that quickly. How can you do it once a year? I feel like
No,
you're
but
falling
like
behind, no?
trending videos and stuff like that, I understand, or like certain
Through our
structure to
monthly
things.
catch-ups. Yeah.
Yeah, but like a whole competitor analysis like that, I feel like you would do yearly.
Mm.
But it could be wrong. Social media people out there, if you're listening, you let us know
Any
if you feel
tips?
like it's quicker, better to do every quarter or whatever you're doing. I'm actually kind of curious to know.
Yeah, let us
Um,
know. Shoot us a DM. We want
yeah,
this to be a
send
collaborative.
us a
We want this to be
DM.
a collaborative space, and like not to gatekeep the things that we're doing, because like we are obviously figuring it out, and I think as I said before, we just jumped headfirst into these things, and now we're at a point where I think a lot of the operations are sort of catching up to the point where we need to systemize it so that it just follows through in a really nice linear trajectory. So from entry point to I guess preserving the relationship with the client, what does that look like in terms of what are the steps that you are implementing so that it can be a really nice cycle where they're getting benefit, we're improving, they're improving, and everyone's benefiting overall.
Yeah, well
So
spoken. Absolutely. But it was a really good session. It was really nice to just have more time with Sarah as well. Like obviously, I don't spend a lot of time with Sarah. Jane will spend more time with Sarah because she's definitely editing the content. Me and Sarah are kind of like out your editors almost in that sense.
mm,
So it was just really nice to have her, present and giving her 2 cents and feedback as well, and letting us know like what is she needing more from us, or what are we doing well in, what we're not doing well in. We appreciate how honest she is, and she's so cute.
she's very
We
cute.
love her so
We love
much. We
Sarah.
actually got her lunch today, guys, by the way, because we just feel like if we had a boss, they got lunch for us, we would love it. So we should do the same
It's
too.
all the small things, hey?
Makes a big
It's
difference.
so interesting, like, and this conversation might even pivot to what it's like being an actual boss for someone as well. Like, the for me personally, the notion of wanting to be a business owner, you think it's a very individualized accolade, but no, like if you want to grow and if you want to be successful, like you're gonna have to learn how to delegate and have tough conversations and all these things. And that's something that I'm definitely learning. Like I was very naive to the fact that, I can do it my own. I can be this solo entrepreneur and all that sort of stuff. But there's so many back end things that happen, and a lot of people involved to make sure that something does work. So it's been a really incredible learning curve. And I just think like there's so many small things that you can do to check in on someone or show appreciation towards them, even if you aren't within proximity with them. And you want to show that, I guess, people that you work with are valued and are cared for as well, and give them the space that they feel comfortable in speaking um, within as well. Because I would hate to be that boss that I don't know, it's really ironic because I was like, oh, like fucking 9 to 5, all that sort of shit. And it's like, well, why do people hate their jobs? Because they've got shit bosses, right? And I think you can vouch for that too. But I would never want someone who's working at control to ever feel like they don't enjoy work. Sure, work might be stressful and work might get super busy and you might feel overwhelmed. But like, I'd never want someone to be like, I hate this. Like, I hate this and it's because of like Alisha or Jadyn, because of the way that they treat me or because of the way they don't appreciate the work that I do. Like I would never want anything like that to happen.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. No, it's about building those work ethics and also just
Mm.
the culture of the type of people you want to be around, but also how you want to represent yourselves around as well. And like obviously you think about that in real life, but then it also translates to work as well. And even just at home or even with friends, right? So with every sort of environment that you're in, it
Mm.
makes a big difference. And having someone like Sarah who's just so collaborative and so easy, and so kind in what she does, it just makes our job easier, which entices us to also want to help her as well.
Mm.
So it's been very good. And yeah, it was just fun today. Like I think just chatting and brainstorming and thinking, like yes, it was a lot of mind thinking, which is different to mind work and editing. But we were able to like really break it down and go, okay, what's really working? What's not working? How can we improve this? We shouldn't have done this. Let's fix this. Oh, other client competitors, they're doing that. So can we implement that in what we do? And yeah, I think we definitely learnt a lot today.
I'm surprised I'm able to get some thorough sentences out at the moment. I'm
Yeah, we're
realizing how
so talked
tired I am.
out.
Yeah. No.
Yes, very, very well.
Anyways.
But the goal is with controllers, we want to do this at least once a month, with our editors, and as we grow our team, with all our editors, so that they know that it's not just because let's say we're talking about someone who isn't their client, doesn't matter because they can still pick up skills and notes and details to other clients and just translate that into their
Mm.
clients. So I think it's important that all our members are involved in this because it means that everyone is sharing knowledge and speaking and chatting and giving opinions. Because the more eyes, the more thoughts, and you might get an idea that you never would have thought of. So I think that's really important. I also believe that doing this for our clients is also going to be really good for them to just know that we are trying to back them up. I feel like we are missing that bit of reassurance for our clients sometimes on whether we are good, and there's nothing stopping them from going to another social media agency even midway through their contract.
Mm.
And so, how do we make sure that we can reassure our clients that we are thinking of them, we are trying to improve, get better, and we are doing some research on how we can provide that? I think that's also really important, not just for us, but for the clients as well. So, yeah, a lot of big learning curves here. Like a lot of learning curves for us, process refinement, like what feedback structure, all these different things that all help create what our deliverables look like today. So
Mm.
I think, yeah, as like fun as it was for you to just pick up a camera and shoot, it means more than that now.
Oh yeah, definitely. There's a bit more weight towards it, and I think there's this constant like circulating, oscillating idea of like, fuck, this is scary to holy shit, this is really cool to fuck, this is really scary. What if I mess this up? Like, Jesus Christ, this person's paying money for like what we're doing. So that's been, very difficult. And obviously the notions of imposter syndrome and all those buzzwords have flown in my head. And I think they continue to plague a little part of my head. And that's just something that I have to work through and be okay to accept and lean into. And I think today was a step in the right direction. It was really good. We just received a onboarding gift from an agency that we're working with, and they sent us a book called Systemology, and I'm reading that at the moment. And I know you harp on a lot about systems and how important they are,
Mm,
and I have begin to take on that notion. But I think reading a book about it as well, and like how thorough it's been laid out, I've been like, holy shit, this is like actually really cool. Because the whole concept of it is the idea that a lot of business owners tend to hold all the information in their own head. So when they do decide to scale, it makes it incredibly difficult because no one else around them knows exactly what to do, how to do it, when to do it, why they do it as well.
yeah,
And the idea of systemizing early on, even though you feel like it won't amount to anything, and even though it takes a lot of time and effort to do, is super important because you need to be able to pass on this information to someone who can do it like not even at the same level as you, but better than you as well. And I think
yeah.
you have been really instrumental in being able to open up my eyes to the fact that yes, Sarah is an incredible editor. And sometimes I sit down I'm like, fuck, like this is crazy. But then we're like, well, that's why we hired her. We should be hiring people that are better than us, and we should be hiring people that are going to take our business further as well than what we can or could do. So yeah, I think I've only
Wow.
read 2 chapters, but
Damn, these two chapters be
no,
crazy.
it's great. It's a really easy read. I like books where it's like there's not too many words on the page and like they're bigger pages as well. I feel like I digest it a bit easier. Hello, Choco.
George just got up after his sun nap. He
Yeah.
likes to lie in the sun. Wherever the sun sort of appears in the apartment, he goes to lie in.
It is awfully hot in this, by the way. I'm sweating up, but
Really?
anyway,
Already?
yeah.
No,
Anyway, what any comments? Sorry, I've been yapping a
I
lot, but
loved that. That was awesome. I'm really proud of you. I think, yeah, I think I come from a very business background, so it comes naturally to me to some degree. Obviously, I make mistakes, not perfect, but it's been a very big learning curve for you and a very big process for you. And I sometimes forget that too. And to hear you actually starting to really grasp the concept of being a business owner
mm, for me it was like, what do you mean? Like I just, smile, work my charm, say yes to a project,
doesn't work
and
like that.
then
Hope for the
nothing else.
best.
Yeah, hope for the best. Basically, just press record and hope for the best. Like
Doesn't work like
it's
that.
so much deeper than that as well. And yeah, it's been a lot. It's been a lot to learn, especially like needing to lean into that role. But I think yeah, there's little bits and pieces that are coming through, and I'm very proud of myself for that.
You should be. You're
Thank
doing
you.
so well. I'm glad this book is actually the right. Like, I mean, it's such a good book for
It
you
is a
to
really
read. Now,
good
I'm
book.
curious, but I know I'm just not going to read it. I'm
I'll,
curious to know the context of within the book, but I can't be bothered to read the
I'll
book.
summarize it for you when I finish it. But no, it's
Yeah.
been some really like eye-opening things, and I miss that as well. I miss just being able to sit down and read thoughts about other people because it just gets my like perspective. It broadens my perspective first of all, which I think was super narrow for a really long time because I just didn't have the time to gym, to look after myself, to read, like things that I actually do enjoy and was very much doing like before all of this, and actually being able to maybe take like 15 minutes at the end of the night to just sit there and read a few pages like that brought me a lot of joy. There's like a couch here behind us that we can just sit down and read as well, and I think like it feels like oh shit, like I'm not doing work in the moment, but it's definitely broadened my perspective, and I've only picked it up for what half an hour. Like I've only read half hour's worth as well. So no, it's been very very good.
Wow. I'm speechless. I love it.
Thank
I
you.
love this era for you. No, it's been really good, and I think we're really looking forward to just keep on taking steps that can help our business improve, and then obviously with that, then allows us to expand further, and then hopefully we, grow bigger this year. There's a couple of
Mm,
pipe plans in the pipeline happening, that we're very excited to hopefully release in the coming months, and we hope you guys enjoy it for the journey.
Thank you for tuning in, and we'll catch you in the next episode. Be sure to. Oh, I flipped my outro. But anyway, be sure to rate the show 5 stars, give it a like, comment, subscribe, do all the things that you need to do. Share it with a mate as well. Or even just DM us if you are listening because we really appreciate it. And, don't be a stranger. Don't gatekeep. We're more than happy to discuss ideas and collaborations and, do work blocks with fellow business people as well. So that offer is always on the table. But until next time, catch you then.
Bye.